Welcome all to the video lectures of Signals and Systems. This is the part 3 of operations performed on independent variables. In this video, we are going to discuss time scaling operation of a signal. Welcome all to the video lectures of Signals and Systems. In this video, we are going to discuss operations performed on an independent variable of a signal. Next operation is time scaling, which will compress the signal or expand the original signal. When signal x of t is time scaled, it is represented as x of at, where a is the scaling factor. If a is greater than 1, the signal gets compressed, and if a is less than 1, signal gets expanded. Let's see the examples of a time scaling. First of all, compression of a signal. Suppose if we have given the signal x of t, from this signal x of t, we have to obtain x of 2t. Here, the time parameter t is scaled by a factor of 2. This value of scaling factor is greater than 1. That means our original signal will get compressed. Now, what happens in a scaling? Whatever time parameter will get divided by the scaling factor. That means 6 will be divided by 2, 4 will be divided by 2, minus 2 will be divided by 2, 0 will be divided by 2, and so on. So we'll get the resulting value of this as a minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, and so on. So after scaling the signal, we will obtain the signal x of 2t as like this. That means original signal, which is present between minus 6 to the plus 2, is scaled down or compressed between the values of t from minus 3 to the plus 1. Similarly, expansion operation. If we have given the signal x of t, and from this signal x of t, we have to obtain the signal x of 1 by 2 t. Here, the scaling factor of t is 1 by 2, which is less than 1. That means signal will get expanded. Now what happens in expansion? Every time parameter t will get divided by the scaling factor, which is 1 by 2. If we divide this by 1 by 2, we will obtain the value of this as minus 12, then minus 8, minus 4, up to 4. That means original signal which is present, that means we'll get the signal like this. That means the signal originally present from minus 6 to the plus 2 will get expanded between minus 12 to the plus 4. Same way, the time scaling operation can be performed on a discrete time signal. Suppose we have given the signal x of n, and from this x of n, we have to obtain the signal x of 2n. Now here, the scaling factor is 2, which is greater than 1. That means our signal will get compressed. In discrete time, whenever compression happens, few samples will get removed from the original signal. Now, how many samples will get removed for this scaling factor of 2? In this case, the 0th element will be kept as it is, and from 0th element toward the left and toward the right, every second sample will be considered in a final signal. And in between this, whichever sample present will get removed from the scaled signal. That means every second signal from 0th element will be kept in a scaled signal, and other samples will get removed. So if you draw the signal x of 2n, the 0th element having the amplitude 1. So at n is equals to 0, we'll get the signal of amplitude 1. Toward this, the first sample is of amplitude 2. So first sample toward the left is of amplitude 2. Then there is no other sample toward the left. So this is the only sample toward the left. Toward the right, the first sample is having the amplitude 2. And next sample is having the amplitude 1. So in this way, we will get the compressed signal x of 2n. We can write this in the form of array as x of 2n having the samples like this, where 1 is the 0th element. Similarly, we can go for the expansion of a discrete time signal. Suppose we are having the signal x of n, and this is the array representation of a x of n. If we have to obtain the signal x of 1 by 3n, here scaling factor is 1 by 3, which is less than 1. That means our signal will get expanded. In discrete time, whenever signal gets expanded, it will add zeros in between the original samples. For example, here our scaling factor is 1 by 3. That means whatever this factor minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, which is 2, 2 zeros will be added in between every 2 samples. That means in between 3 and 1, 2 zeros will be added. In between 1 and 2, 2 zeros are added, and so on. So in this way, signal will get expanded. If we draw this signal, we'll get amplitude 1 at the 0th element, which is indicated by arrow. Toward the left, there are 2 zeros. So 0 at minus 1, 0 at minus 2, and then it is having the signal of amplitude 3. At minus 3 will have the signal of amplitude 3. Similarly, toward the right side, there are 2 zeros, and then sample of amplitude 2, again 2 zeros, and then sample of amplitude 4. This is all about time scaling operation. Thank you for watching the video.